Test, test. How are we sounding, chat? Am I coming in clear? Am I coming in clean? Oh, schmores. There's so much to learn about lava fishing, in that I have barely done it, so I can't answer that question. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm coming in loud and clear. Hello, schmores. Beiding. I'm not gonna bedding. Bedenung? Yeah. Liam. Hello. Bed, I'm just gonna say bed for your name. Not everyone has the most pronounceable YouTube chat names. YouTube is by far the lesser used streaming platform. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I'll be back in just a second. I literally have a notepad document. I want to make sure I'm for anyone listening, we are at I'm pretty sure I left it in the video description. Check it out. We should be in Blackrock Mountain. So pretend like you're going to Molten Core, and you'll get there. Trust. Don't go to Molten Core. Go to that little landing before Molten Core, and you'll be in the right spot. Be right back in a sec. Okay, we're back. Let's go ahead and change the scene. I'll get everything set here. You guys will get an idea of where I am. How is the music for everyone versus my voice? I don't want the music to overtake my voice. There are some. I'm playing a Blackrock Mountain soundtrack essentially, so I don't want it to. It can have some pretty loud spots. Uragar the Destroyer. Do you know what you get for the Wanderer Challenge? Pet Donkey. I believe you get Pet Donkey if you are Alliance, and you get a Kodo if you're Horde. That is true. And yes, AF. Thunderbluff does have one of the best soundtracks. Yep, working on AF. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna stop doing that, and I'm gonna do it over here. Okay, it should still be audible. But obviously what's more important is my voice. My voice is important. Mighty Max, hello. So everyone, this is where we're fishing today. There's really not many spots you can stand and still fish in lava. I think there's a spot over there, and there's a little lip here. I've fished from there before, but it's see that particle effect? That actually makes the visuals really bad. So, no joke, get your fishing rod on. I have, with this fishing rod, I believe I have 330, and I'm still able to catch stuff. This is what I've caught. Don't pay attention to Iblis, Blade of the Fallen Seraph, or this Dark Iron Residue. I was helping a guildmate do their 0.5 quest before I logged off last night, but and I don't think you get seeping gizzards, but what you can get, you're going to get a lot of old skulls. You're much more likely after old skulls to get coal, and sometimes you get essence of fire. But listen, I think there's a chance there's something else in the water here, or lava. Like, think about it. There's all these dark iron dwarfs. They just toss all their stuff in here. I'm saying there could be gear. Yes, Schlendrian. It is quite warm. I'm sorry, actually. I don't even have my I have my tier 3 on. I don't have my fishing clothes on. Let's go ahead and RP Fish Slayer. There it is. Oh no, did my Barkskin Fisher go away? It probably did. PFUI, everyone, has a searchable menu. Because you know what? When you get this amount of crap in your bank, you kind of want a search bar. Alright. Let's get the old Barkskin Fisher on. Probably my favorite piece of gear. And yeah, check it out. I'm going to keybind fishing up to 1. There it is. As you can see, it is registering as a fishable source. And if you are keen, you will actually get stuff. You'll see my loot over here, I believe, too. So, yeah. So how's everyone doing? How was everyone's week? It was certainly a week for me. I missed all of you last week. I was at a gaming convention where I played, I estimate, at least 30 hours of Pathfinder. With Pathfinder Organized Society play. If anyone's played like at cons or played organized play for D&D or Pathfinder, that's what I was doing. It's a good time. I like me some role play with strangers, which is much of what I do on this server. I should have had a timer going until someone mentioned brainwashing device. You can't tease me with bananas. You know how much I like bananas, Thalandrus. I love me some bananas. All right, so let's see who else just popped in here. Cassiopeia, hello. Mr. McKeel, hello. Yes, there could be the one ring here. It's true. Krazai, yes, the fish does come pre-fried, probably more seared. FaZe Pro Geralt, Blizzard announced Classic Kata and still getting Whitemane ads on YouTube. Listen, y'all know I just love talking about stuff. It has, like I said, it has been a week. I can definitely take everyone down the timeline of how the brainwashing device stuff went down. I'm sure people would love to chat about that. We could talk about BlizzCon's happening. Oh, okay. No, Bearsy, no. The poor bear. Oh. I don't see many particle effects from getting burned, so they know the lava jump technique. Yeah, we can definitely meme on Blizzard. I love dunking on Blizzard. They're dead to me, so... that being said, I, as someone who tries to be unbiased about stuff, you gotta give them... Their cinematics are always amazing. They do an amazing job of cinematics. And that one that started with the head Anduin and Thrall, absolutely gorgeous. Like honestly, like a feat of cinematography. And I to me, like the furthest I ever played in any WoW is like Wrath. Never even touched Kata. Never touched anything after Kata. No, I didn't even touch Kata. So to me, the WoW world is this world, and it will never change. So Anduin to me is a small boy, but you know, I still watch the cinematics. I still like vaguely stay up on story stuff. Some of the lore is really good. Some of it is Shadowlands. So, you know, it's a mixed bag there, but nonetheless, I do respect good art, and that cinematic with Anduin in Silithus with Thrall rolling up on him, our good buddy Green Jesus. Yeah, that was great. Also, I straight up did not know that was Anduin until Thrall said Anduin. I guess in the storyline, Anduin's been through some stuff, huh? Yeah. So, everything else, I mean, I didn't even watch any of the announcements. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even think Blizzard owns earns the right to have my eyeballs. Except for cinematics. I can't miss the cinematics. Alright. So, I've heard a lot of things about their new classic stuff they're doing. I haven't really formed any opinions because I only know what people have been saying about it. I've heard people saying it sounds like Ascension WoW, which some people here who are active in the private server community might be aware of or might have played on. And they've done some stuff to sort of homogenize the classes, which is kind of an oof move, but you know, yeah. So there's some interesting stuff going on, for sure. I'll let some more people roll in, I guess. I mean, I want to talk about the brainwashing device, but I'm not sure there's anything I can say that hasn't already been said. I can talk about my perspective with it, and I can talk about my opinions with it. But it's complicated because there are so many different angles to look at it through. And I don't feel like people that are upset are wrong. And it's another classic case of Turtle WoW management or messaging just really not doing a great job. And I will say it is difficult when you have such a scattered team working on such a ancient client and trying to get all your messaging right. That's the official word. I'm not really into conspiracy theories either because I generally assume ignorance before I assume maliciousness. And I think anyone who doesn't will find that if they do that, they'll find that they're usually much more likely to be right, and they're going to be much more likely to be less stressed out and angry at the world. That's my preamble for today. By the way, so far it looks like it's just been coal and skulls for me. If anyone, I see Garthel's catching essence of fire left and right. You'll love to see it. If anyone catches gear, definitely let me know. I am very curious. I believe there's something rare in here. I can't prove it. I never tested on PTR. Big shout out to Garth too, who I think a week ago either let me know or at least verified the rumor to me that you could fish in Blackrock Mountain. I don't know if I spotted any warlocks. If you are low level though, and you do have a way of getting here, I think you're pretty safe at our new fishing dock. There's no mobs until you go through this door. Do not go through this door. You'll pull something from a mile away. You won't have a good time. But if you can get here, you'll probably be safe. I don't know what level of fishing you need, though. I've just been fishing raw with my 30 fishing rod and 300 skill. I'm assuming it's 300-ish, though. So, Let's see. Thol and Nor, a lot of my guildmates are planning to move on to SOD. Feels it is that what is SOD? Can someone fill me in? Is that Season of Darkness, or that's a new retail, right? Thank you, AF. So I'm hearing AF saying it's 275 to fish here. You can actually be pretty low level if you have the right lures. Really, Winters? You got... Oh, Winters, that's great. You'll probably be getting levels here. Winters is saying they're snagging stuff at 145, so... Season of Discovery, thank you. So that's the new... Their new... we'll call it new. Version of Classic? Okay. Got it. Yeah, I mean, I saw some positivity come out about it. I mean, I will give... You know, because in general I try to be positive, right? I understand and I respect people that don't want to risk stuff on private servers. I don't think they're wrong to feel like they don't want to risk it. They think it's sketchy. That's fine, because there is a history of that, and if people want to avoid that risk, that fair enough. I just hate Blizzard, so. So any chance I get to snub them out, I mean, yeah, sure, because they used to make really good products. However, Season of Discovery, I appreciate the fact that Blizzard is offering people a chance to experience Classic in a different way, or their era. Era is probably a better word, right? Because era means early, right? It'll cover vanilla, it covers classic, it covers private server, stuff like this. So we'll call it era. There's a lot of people that like era for different reasons. I hope people that do actually play on Blizzard servers, I hope they enjoy themselves. I hope it turns out well. Most people here know that that's not going to be the case, but that's fine. And a lot of that's because no matter what, Blizzard refuses to have GM support. And that is an integral part of the game. And when I say integral, I mean it's literally part of the integrity of the game. The Turtle team here does an absolutely Herculean effort to get rid of bots, get rid of RMT. Sometimes they even overstep and get rid of people that they shouldn't. So we're very lucky in that regard. And I think it really makes a big difference in the game. It makes the game feel like when I do something, I've earned it. I did it through spending time in the game, not because I swiped a credit card or I know a good gold seller. And it makes the game less linear. So I always respect and appreciate that. Even because, you know what, also GMs are also human, so they'll make mistakes, and that's fine. I would rather have 1,000 GMs and, you know, 5% of them make a mistake than having 10 GMs and none of them make a mistake. Because I know ultimately the people that are GMs for Turtle WoW are generally doing it because they like the community, they like the game, and they want to support the community and the game. And that's general. I'm sure there are others that don't fit that mold. I'm sure there are other GMs that maybe don't want to do GMing because they don't like the style of the team. Maybe their poor communication skills. That's completely fair, but I think we are fortunate. Exactly, Thol. Exactly. FaZe speaking the truth says, I want to enjoy Blizzard products. I'm just done with them because I've been burned too many times since the end of Mist of Pandaria. Do you know what my Joker moment was with Blizzard? I know I've spoken about it before on stream. And I will say it again. If anyone remembers, anyone old enough, I suppose, I was there for the release of Wrath of the Lich King. If you look at the retail box, Essence of Fire, let's go. If you look at the what they said on the forums, what they said on literally advertised on the box, was that there was going to be a dance studio. And if anyone has ever played a female human, like I used to play way back in the day, I played a female human mage. Your dance is the Macarena. Do you know how insulting that is for someone like me who is actually, no joke, in real life, I am actually a student of dance. I've actually done ballets. Could not. I was beside myself that towards the end of Wrath, they're like, yeah, we're just not going to do dance studio. We just don't have the time for it. There was other things going on, but I will say that was my Joker moment with Blizzard. I'm like, I'm done. I just wanted a dance studio. Is that so much? Do you know what it's like to have the Macarena be your dance, and then you're dancing next to, like, I don't know, like a blood elf mage? Actually, I probably wouldn't. They'd probably be trying to kill each other, but they have Britney Spears' Toxic Dance. The blood elf males, they got the dance from Napoleon Dynamite, which is set to an absolute bob of a song. That's Canned Heat by Jamiroquai. Orcs, orc males, you have the MC Hammer dance. It is insulting to have the Macarena, and I could do nothing to change it. And that was it. I mean, Cassio, I'm going to tell you right now. All this new stuff I'm doing, everything, it's all a ruse. I don't care at all about the people in this. Thank you, Winters. Yeah, thanks for the skulls. Yeah, this is all a ruse. I don't care about anything except getting Dance Studio and Turtle WoW. I think they're my best chance. I don't know how it'll work, but I will leverage every ounce of good faith and social capital I have to get Dance Studio. Mark my words. You can tell me anything about retail. Absolute yawn for me. If you tell me that they put a dance studio in, I would actually be tempted to go back. Anyway, sorry about my dance rant. We orc need ice cream trucks. What? Why? Why would... What I find funny is that they could... Thank you! Canny Mage says what we all say, what we all think in the darkness of our hearts. That sounds like absolute bait for, microtransactions. I could see a bizarro world where they did release Dance Studio and they made it all paywall. I would have never stopped. I would still be hyped right now for that thing they're probably going to be vomiting out in retail, and I would just ignore the Blitzchung stuff. I would just ignore all the abuse allegations and actual criminal proceedings. I would have been fine with Kotick. You know why? Because I had Dance. But no, they burned me, and now I'm better for it. Thol, don't tell me that. Don't. I'm just going to ignore that Thol said they added it. Yeah, so Kagarin, yeah, Chris Metzen's back, but that's like saying Mark Hamill's back in Star Wars, so it has to be good. All that means is that Chris Metzen's got a bag. That's what it means. I'm sorry. I'm just talking about Dance Studio got me in an angry mood. That's all it took. By the way, has anyone caught anything except for Cole, Old Skulls, or Essence of Fire? Which, by the way, I mean, now that there's enough people doing it, we're probably going to affect the stock market, but let's just take a look. How much are Essence of Fire going? Essence of Fire. Look at that, guys. I mean, that is very expensive. Wow. It's been a while since I bought, so my historical value here is all messed up. But hey, listen, if you're hurting for some gold right now, and you're hoard, just come talk to the Goblin buddy here. Put some Essence of Fire on the auction house. It looks like they're going for 6.5. That's the cheapest. I mean, dang, you put those up for 5.5, those things will sell like hotcakes. I'll leave my auctioneer out there for any of you people who are struggling. I'll hang on to mine. I'll sell them later or something. We don't want to flood the market. Exactly, Cass. Exactly. Cass says free gold while waiting for MC to start. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. That being said, if anyone who watched the news this last week, stone scale eels just absolutely skyrocketed. And that was... I didn't actually get to ask Akalix, and I'm like, hey, so... Because I actually was getting some off-the-record reports about a bunch of fish spotters being banned. And... wouldn't you know it, when the people that are automating things like farming and gathering, it makes the price of stuff go down. Now, as a player, everyone's all excited and happy when the price of things go down, but you have to remember that also means when you are a fisher, or you like fishing, that means you make less gold. So, from a raid logger perspective, it's good, but for people who are never interested in buying gold, your efforts are rewarded better, right? So I feel sorry for those of you who had to get Flask of Titans and you saw the prices on stone scale, because Black Lotuses were already they came down in price, but it's kind of a weird world where you're spending more on stone scale than you are on Black Lotus. Sinrek, listen, the coal is like the second most profitable thing here. I think it's the Thorium Brotherhood. One of their things requires you to turn in coal as one of the rep rewards. And if I remember, like the vendor cost for the amount of gold you need is actually pretty high, and I think even the Thorium Brotherhood like sells it more expensively. That goes back to like the old fantasy like D&D days, where part of the lore and of like old dwarfs is that they were very miserly. Now we have goblins to take up your skin flint, cheap, money obsessed fantasy Ferengis. But back in the olden days, like I'm talking like AD&D days, dwarfs were your closest facsimile of that kind of racial archetype. So, are you the orc, and is this stream Alessandro? Yes, I am the orc, and this is the stream. Well, let's see who's joined me here. We got Thalaria, hello. Mighty Max, you were here early. Love to see it. Kinenwu, hello. I actually thought you were my guildmate Tat, who has the Murloc costume. He wears it a lot. By the way, respect, like Speedy. Calgar, hello. That's a oh, you got a good mod going on, friends. Did anyone? Oh, I think a priest died. Hey, Calgar, I think there's an Alliance priest over there if you want to res him. I don't know if they were trying to get here. We have some people across the way. Garthul, hello, Garth. Garth, the the explorer that let me know about fishing in lava. Thank you. And Merlot, Dungeon Finder. Don't know if... Well, I assume you're with us, but... Good to see everyone. Everyone could come down for fishing. If you are low level, I'm sorry. I do try to alternate between higher level and lower level areas. Thank you also to anyone who filled out the poll. Lava fishing did win this week, so... Caden, that's fine. If you want to make your way to me, that's fine. If you're hardcore, do not kill yourself. If you're low level, if we get a warlock, I can see about maybe getting you here. Yeah, Shalendrian. I don't know if you could survive the trip at level 29. Probably not. Maybe if you were a rogue and you were very careful. Hello, Lucy. Yes. This is the real Classic Plus. This is it. Oh my. Can I also tell you guys? I was looking at the Turtle WoW general chat while the BlizzCon stuff was going out. And I saw, and it hurt me. It hurt my feelings. Because I think the Season of Discovery is going to have some sort of rogue tanking. As many of you know, rogue tanking is near and dear to my heart. Myself and Guru Blade were two people on the server that helped pioneer the previous iteration of rogue tanking. We had a lot of support from other older rogue tanks, but we were definitely notable members of that esteemed group. And I saw people in general chat who probably haven't been on the server very long saying, "Oh man, rogue tanking's stupid. I hope they never do it. What a dumb idea. Yeah, rogue tanking cringe." Hey, everyone behave. Well, is that a... Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah, kill. That's a mob. So yeah, they were talking bad about rogue tanking. I'm like, guys, you know there was rogue tanking as recently as like a couple months ago. I was literally tanking Patchwork and Resuvius. I was unhittable, and I tanked in 20 mans as well, while I was hittable. We have a threat poison. That's okay. It just gets added to the long and storied history of Turtle WoW. You know, I could see a world where like a year from now, rogue tanking's just a distant memory, spoken of in hushed whispers in dark corners of Azeroth. And you'll see a shirtless orc with liquor on his breath going, "I used to rogue tank. Yeah, I was there when it happened." That will be Rograg. Oh boy. So it looks like I have not caught anything except for skulls, coal, and essence of fire. I'm sorry for the lack of variety, but you got to admit, lava fishing's oh jeez. Keandros, hello. Yes, those are the three things you can fish up here. I think the rare catch is essence of fire, the uncommon is coal, and the common is skulls. Old skulls, you can see it right here. They a stack of 10 vendors for 70 copper. Is that per piece? Hold on. Yeah, a stack of coal goes for 12 silver. You shouldn't vendor essence of fire. They go for 6.5 gold right now in the auction house. Probably going to change after this event, but we'll see. Alessandro, I don't know. That will always be a sour thing for me to think about. For anyone who doesn't know what Alessandro is referencing, he asked, how does rogues make 3k gold per hour? I know I talked about this when it happened, but just to brief everyone, part of the reason they took Flourish, which for anyone who doesn't know, it actually has a 40-second cooldown, even though it's showing 6.67. There's a patch. If you watch the news, you know about that. But they changed the cooldown on Flourish because it made rogues unhittable, blah, 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 which I think is fair. I actually didn't like that aspect of rogue tanking, but the reason they said they had to do it, though, is because a rogue tank with a shaman and a paladin, like a small group, could go in and solo raid content, which, I mean, you know, well, now it's different for mages, right? They can't solo the Crocs, but you could take a warrior in with a healer, and you could duo some of that content. So I investigated further. I didn't get... We never got a satisfactory answer as to how a rogue was getting that amount of gold per hour. You would have... the best guess we had was it was something in AQ 40. And if you assumed that the idols they got were going to sell for the market value they had, that was our best bet. I heard other wild theories, but I never fully bought that, even though that is what server official Acalix said. I'm not calling you a liar, Acalix, if you're listening. I'm just saying it does strain credulity. And generally, when there's something that's quite game-breaking like that, the team is reluctant to say exactly how someone did it. Fair, fair play. I get that, but... Alexander, did you get the +5 daggers from Hyjal, by the way? Why would I get daggers? I'm a sword rogue. I have a Thunder Fury. I'm not a dagger rogue. Is there a +5? Is there a +5 dagger skill book? I know there's a... what do you call it? There's a book you can get that gives you skill to bows that you can get with shards, but... Oh, yeah. Yeah. See? I got Thunder Fury. My offhand is Iblis, which is somewhere around here. Pretty much I have 9 and 9 tier 3. Earth Strike, Runadon for undead, and what's my other trinket? What is my other trinket? I don't know. Oh, DFT. Yeah, duh. Got Presters, whole 9 yards. Yes, Kate and I am stacked. Yesterday, because I actually don't really raid on Vrograg really much at all anymore. A lot of that has to do with the fact that I was getting serious burnout from, I raided and progressed with Blackwing Guard from Molten Core all the way through Nax. It took me about a year and a half if I add also my leveling time, which I leveled hardcore. And I honestly just wanted a change of scenery. And if anyone who has ever done late game content in Era, you know how people get really weird about their KT weapons. The melee does. Your Gressels, the Hungering Colds, Might of Menethil, maybe less so. And I was already feeling pretty burnt out. So I talked to my guild and raid leadership. I said, hey, I know I have Thunder Fury, and I did use Thunder Fury for the guild for 2 or 3 months. I even tanked with it in Nax. And I had asked them, I'm like, I'm feeling pretty burnt out on Vrograg. Can I try something else? I have a shaman who I'd like to do elemental with, and because Blackwing Guard is amazing, and only asks that if you do something that's more memey, that you have a certain threshold of damage you do, and always full consume in a more difficult raid like AQ 40 or Nax, and I have done so since. Part of it was that the allure for me doing Vrograg was doing as much as I could with rogue tanking, and when the team chose to sort of put that whole endeavor on the back burner, I was even less interested in playing with Vrograg. So, yeah. I do occasionally help out people. Like I was talking about, I was helping someone with their... if anyone's done the 0.5 dungeon set quest, you'll know the Banner of Provocation? Provocation, I think it's called, yeah. Where you fight like a somewhat randomized team of gladiators in the Blackrock Depths arena. I was setting up here when my buddy Filthstar, who I also played with in Classic, he's like, "Hey, we're doing the arena fight for the 0.5. Do you want to come?" And I put on all my gear, and I think it was Winters. I think you were there. It was just like, why don't you play Vrograg more? You have amazing gear. I'm like, yeah, I probably should. But Vrograg's become something else. I get I get random whispers all the time, which I appreciate. I will say that. I'm not ungrateful to those people who are super supportive. And but it is funny sometimes, like I'll just be doing anything with Vrograg and I'll just get like, "Oh my god, you're that guy." And I'm just like, "Hey." It's fun most of the time. But I couldn't imagine like being in raid and having someone try to talk to me about new stuff while I'm like in Nax. Yep, thank you, Lickitung. Yes, I am that guy. Can I fish through Bob? Did you give me a Bob pink? Yeah. You tried to stop me from fishing. No, okay, this is a duel. This is consensual. This is fine. Kiandros. Wait. Everyone be nice. Holy... Pink, you're not being very nice, are you? I'll have you know I'm in tank spec right now, so I can walk around and sap people. People need to calm down. If anyone's even remotely curious, I have this is what I would call my solo tank build, where I only go as far as Relentless Strikes. Sorry. It's not about damage, it's about avoidance, right? So I get the 5 and 5 in reflexes, 5 and 5 in deflection for parry. You get riposte, and then you go deep subtlety. The reason being, you want ghostly strikes. Gives you 15% dodge, and it also kind of slaps. Setup gives you bonus combo points when you dodge, which you'll be doing a lot if you stack yourself with a bunch of agility. And as part of it, because I don't know why, but I picked this. Huh, interesting. Normally I just go down to get hemorrhage. There's other builds for this. And do you know what I would do? Does everyone know what I would do to switch in Nax from DPS to rogue tank? Well, I would use this thing right here. This handy dandy Goblin brainwashing device, which was recently fixed. Personally, it's a little tough. You know, you get used to having something be a certain way. I mean, that was just to explain it to everyone. Maybe some people in chat maybe don't know. I'll just drop it here just for demonstration purposes. So the glitch that they fixed was something that came out of... So this is the Goblin brainwashing device is what is sold as your dual spec. When you look in here, you have a couple options. You have reset my talents, which is like going to a trainer, getting all your talent points back. You can save a specialization, or you can save another specialization. I could activate my secondary, because my secondary which actually is the spec I think I'm in right now, spends all of its talent points. My first one did not. My first one was my sword DPS one. And so they fixed it so that you couldn't save a spec that didn't have all of its talents points spent. And what was happening was clever people found out that, hey, you know, let's say you're a rogue, right? And you want to have a spec so that you could spec into anything. Well, if you're a rogue, you're probably more than likely to get certain things. Probably improved gouge is a somewhat likely one. Maybe improved sinister strike. I think you'll probably get malice as well. That's a very likely one you'd get. So you could put one point into that. You can go to the device, and you would activate a spec that will only spend 1 talent point. Now, you have the rest of your talent points to spend however you want. And people used it that way, so that, and this is especially something that hybrids would use. If you're a druid, right, probably the king of the hybrids, you put 1 point in a likely spot that you'd spend it anyway. But you could go to that machine and you could be one of many specs. The team recognized that as a unintentional thing. They did not want that, which, yeah, fair enough. That's probably not how they wanted it to be used or designed it. It just happened that it's been that way since late 2021. And with the influx of new players, a lot of the older players like myself, I would advise people, hey, get yourself a brainwashing device. You can have one spec so you can do anything you want. You'll save money in the long run, and you could do whatever you want for dungeons. Do whatever, you know, if you want to be really sweaty with it, you can do it like I did for Nax. Because what my primary specialization would do, it would be sort of a traditional combat. I would go all the way down to Adrenaline Rush. I would have nothing here, and I would go down to Relentless Strikes, but I would have 2 points left, and I could either put them into Murder, which is good against Humanoid, Giant, Beast, and Dragonkin, or I would put 2 in Improved Eviscerate. So, as you saw before, my save spec was deleted because it didn't spend all of my points. And there was a point in time where I was really trying it was especially during progression, right? You want to bring your absolute best DPS you can when your gear is still lacking. So I would I covered this for someone who was like unbelieving that someone could change as many as 10 times in a raid. And I explained to them that I literally was that guy. And that part of that was because I was doing rogue tanking. And I understand that the developers probably didn't want that. However, I think the change alone is, especially the one they have now, where they're offering there to be more specs. You can pay a little extra gold. That isn't in the game yet, but that's supposedly going to come out with another changelog. So I think it's a fair compromise what they're going for, but most of my issue with the Goblin brainwashing device was sort of the bad communication. And I'm sure some people that are here were affected by it because maybe you were doing content right after server reset. Like, okay, well, I'll go to change my spec over to something, and then you find out that, hey, Goblin brainwashing device isn't working like it used to. The initial changelog didn't have it noted, which, as far as I've been told by server officials, is that was an oversight. Trust me, it's not the first or last time that's ever going to happen. But going back to the communication issue, is that generally something that's going to be that widely reaching, traditionally the Turtle team will at least let people know it's going to happen and allow the players to have their chance to air out their grievances or their support for whatever change it is. Instead, it was from a player perspective, it seemed like, even though that's not the case, this is not actually what happened, but it looked like and it felt like it was kind of shadow added, and people were upset, and it looked like, again, from a, we'll say an ignorant player perspective, it looked like Turtle Wow team did something that was kind of silly, and they just tried to backpedal on it and tried to fix a boo-boo. And I know that's not actually what happened, but it's, from an optics point of view, it's not good. And it does erode some of the faith that even veteran players have, because it's kind of weird to have something that big not get discussed and get changed. To be fair, it was a long-standing bug, but we have historical cases of stuff like the transmogs. If anyone remembers, you could trade transmogs on white items, essentially. People were doing that so, like, you could be a mage with Thunder Fury. And that wasn't really changing gameplay much, per se, but that was like a fun thing, something that people enjoyed. That was a glitch. And even that, they let people know about. So it was weird that there wasn't any forewarning, any discussions. It's still the Turtle Wow team server. It's their prerogative to do things how they want. But I will always advocate for better communications between the players and the player community and the team. And I know it was something that generally when the team is quieter about something, it's probably because they're having to deliberate about it a lot. So I think it was also something that the team struggled with as well. So I think it's that's why I say it's a complicated issue. In the long run, it's still going to suck for hybrids, because even though there are going to add more specializations to the device, it's still a price that hybrids will have to pay that other classes are less likely to pay. But if you find yourself being the kind of person who does a lot of different specs, it's a worthwhile thing to have, because and someone can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe the respec cost is still capped here at 5. So if you're respecing a lot, you're still looking at 5 gold every time you do it. And let's not forget that is a departure from the initial vanilla design. The initial vanilla design was that capped at 50, I think. So I don't think the initial vanilla design was one where it was something that, hey, we want people to not change all the time, or have that change be impactful and have it be expensive. So one could argue too that the reason respecing is cheaper, the reason the Goblin brainwashing device worked the way it did for so long, was because for a long time the server was a much smaller community, like 1K or under. And if you're trying to get any content done, it's difficult. There's not a lot of gold on the server. And even if there is, you want to encourage people to be able to do the content that they want. So something to remember too is that a lot of the things that players find nice are oftentimes there because of things that people needed because it was a smaller server. So for instance, and I don't want to open this can of worms again, but the whole scaling issue. The real reason they have scaling is because many guilds are too small to have enough people to do the raids. So, if there's sort of a theme to some of the changes that are happening that I think a lot of the players feel negatively about, I think it's because there's enough players to not warrant some of those things. And they do believe the Turtle Wow team does want to make it feel like vanilla. At every turn, they want it to be like vanilla when they can, when it makes sense, when it's, when it isn't too crazy. That's why we have high elves, not blood elves. That's why we have goblins, not space goats. Okay. Was it really 100? No way. Sorry, I have just been going on for a while. I apologize. I wanted to say my piece in as fairly a way as possible. I'm sure a bunch of people chatted while I was going off. Let me try to catch up with chat. Loved your RP event catch-up segment on the radio. I'm glad you liked that. I recorded that Wednesday. I hope it's off the radio now. I work with the radio team to make them timely and also get off the radio so they don't report on old news. I'm glad you liked that. I try whenever I can to draw people's attention to the RP community. It's a great thing. And it also helps because the radio team wants to remain immersed in the RP world. So it's an easy W. Everyone wins in those. Let's see. Did you fish up? Yes, I did. I wish turtle pet tanking was a thing for hunters. I'd never considered that. I know they can do some dodgy tank stuff. There's like an ability. I remember I have like a person who likes melee hunters who I raid with was telling me about it. All right, let's see. Do people do get weird about Gressel and stuff? Thank you. I'm glad I wasn't the only one who felt that way. Alessandro saying, wait, Elemental is Mimi? Yeah, it kind of is. I say that because I can, on my shaman, I outgear a lot of casters, like by a big margin. And I can consume, I can be fully consumed sometimes, and I will still compete with a mage who's kind of has a couple good pieces, but it's a tier or two behind me, and they just one button press their way and do as good a damage as I do. So it's not that the damage is bad from Elemental, but you don't really have the big highs of caster DPS like Warlocks or Mages. That being said, some of the power is also built into the utility of the class, right? So that's fine, but at lower gear levels, though, Elemental is very difficult. You just do not have the mana sustain. You don't have the crit to help your mana problems. You don't have the intellect to have a big enough mana pool. You find yourself going So the only reason I was successful is because I had a well-geared raid team that could carry me to get enough gear to start doing Elemental and kind of get over that speed bump. So if you're doing if you're starting at MC or BWO level, Elemental's really tough to do decent damage. Dragonovi, hello. I'm glad. Sorry, again, I'm just going back through chat. Glad you're here. Hope you're still listening. Dragonovi says, emergency fixes get pushed between weekly restarts. It's not really a priority to write changelog when shit is hitting the fan. That's true, Dragonovi. But assuming you're talking about the Goblin brainwashing device, was that an emergency? But I digress. Have you seen the 3.5 Rogue set teas? Are you talking about the visuals? I've seen those, but I haven't seen any numbers. Also, remember the fact that people don't report most bugs that benefit them. Yes, that's true. Although, Dragonova, you know that I have reported bugs that have benefited me. I do it because I get guilt. I feel guilty if I don't. B101, thank you for trying to cheerlead my stream. Okay, I see a message retracted. Oh, geez. Um. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm all caught up now. By the way, also, thank you. If there's any team member, you don't have to chat, but I thank you. If there's anything that you can offer as an insider's look, I always appreciate that. It also does a world of good to those who watch the program to understand that you guys are human beings. You make mistakes. You would like to sleep every now and then. You're not, like, sometimes players in the community are impossible to please and speak very ingratefully for what is essentially a passion project. So yeah Dragonovi, it is hard. I don't know if you know the exploit that I reported that to Haxer way back in March. Still not fixed. Hope no one else knows about it. Oh, Cassio, I know you're joking, but Dragonovi, even when you do memey things that the community will laugh at you about, I want you to know that at least myself, I can't speak for everyone, I know a good amount of us still appreciate the work you do. And I am all popping off because y'all fix that totem of crackling thunder. Did anyone else hear a bell? Wait, maybe that was from the video. So the soundtrack that's playing right now is a YouTube video. I think the bell was just the sound. I guess the guy wants you to subscribe. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, we're all here stealing content. I don't know if I'm going to subscribe to you just for putting the whole soundtrack up. I could do that. I would just get in trouble. Anyway. All right. Sorry, I'm just starting the soundtrack back over. Yes, Steven, you can fish in You can fish in this lava at least. Just for a quick check. Let's do my count. 75 old skulls, 29 coal, and 6 essence of fire. You do the math. By the way, since I just reset the music track, that means it's been about an hour. I haven't been catching everything because sometimes I get distracted and I talk. But that's not terrible. It's probably not as profitable as fishing things that people really need is. Also, has anyone caught a piece of gear? Has anyone caught a piece of gear? You got to tell me. I don't think anyone has, but Pink Lips is telling me MC is a scary place, big dogs in there. There is something disturbing about the two-headed dog model from Classic. Pink Lips, I know that's not true. Pink Lips said, I fished up a corrupted Ashbringer, but I'm pretty sure I was there when you got that. Oh, okay. Alright, so, look, I talked about the Goblin brainwashing device. I dunked on Blizzard a little bit. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling like the two big things were talked about. The two real gorillas in the room. Is there anything here people want to talk about? So I realize I go off on tangents. And I get lost in the sauce. Also, if anyone has noticed in the background, it's more quiet than normal. That's because I finally got rid of Murag. She's gone now. She's gone forever. Or because the every I think it's like the first Saturday or something. Yeah, I think it's every first Saturday of every month. Murag and I go volunteer some of our time down at the church to help them make some food that they sell for like a just like helping to fund the church. She's still there. I am not. So just remember that Murug's a better person than I am. left me for a Tauren. I'm not a big guy, so I mean, sure, go for it. They're probably a lot more calm than I am. I did want to show off. That's right, Schlendrian. You can. By the way, thanks. I'm glad you made it here. And everyone, big cheer for Schlendrian. Level 29. Actually made it here. That's kind of impressive. Oh, is that true, Lightborn? Okay, I won't let them take all the credit then. Still though, I would just advise you, Schlendrian, do not go through that door. Mobs will find you. And yes, Cassiopeia. Cassio. Yeah. Murug's very nice. I also want, yeah, what was the thing I wanted to show off here? Hold on. Yeah. You guys want to see a slick scene I designed? Boom. Check out that bad boy. So I still have the fishing up in the upper right, and I have chat to the right below it, and that's just my browser. Right? Because now I can go like, hey, let's look at the totem of crackling thunder. And you can see it. By the way, this is the thing that I was thanking Dragonovi for fixing. I think there was 2 different GitHub tickets about it. What was happening was that it was like not proccing at all. It was, but just so seldomly, it just wasn't worth it. Hello, Riddle of Lightning. Also, by the way, if anyone is here from the Telebim server, whether you're new to Turtle WoW or whether you're a veteran and you've been playing on Telebim, I would love to know how it's been going. I do have a character over there. I got the name Vrograg, which is nice, but I haven't really done anything. In general, I'm not a big fan of PvP. So, a PvP server probably isn't my scene. I do have a GM media account there as well. So, but yeah, this is. I'm sorry. I was just excited to show off a scene I made. Also, wait, hold on. I think I can. If I do this, and then this. Wait, did that? Wait, where did paint go? No. See. And now I have my my little spot. I can do. I don't know if anyone was here that one time I did. I think we were thinking of other class racial abilities to have, and I was using paint a bunch. So I would do stuff, and we would good ideas, and see. Then we can contribute, and then I can take that to the team, and they will ignore me. But I can still do it. They can't stop me. All right, let's go back to the gameplay. Sorry about that. And I was excited to show it off. That's all. It's a big deal for me because I'm still just learning how to stream. What's the highest ranked player you've seen? High warlord, high marshal for sure. I've been around forever, so. Oh, you're talking about on the Telebim server? Yeah, Riddle, do tell. Okay, PvP is happening. I'm level 50. Not a lot of 60s, only a few sweaties. Only one player so far being bad camping flight pass. Okay. That's good to hear. More racial spells for classes are cool. Yes, Riddle. They are cool. I just wish the team would put them in. Just put a bunch of them in. My shaman has, what is it, Spirit Link, which like spreads out damage between people in a group. It's not even that good, but it's fun. Hold on, I think I have a fun picture to share. Let me see about getting this picture. And when I say fun picture, I mean it's funny because I just saw it. I'm like, I gotta show this off. All right, let's go to this. We'll open that with paint. Yeah, okay, and then I will do this, and we will have paint be visible. Paint be visible. There it is. We'll do the transition. Check it out. Okay, so this was a picture I took. The reason being, I wanted to see it. I wanted to see. This was their. I think I did like a /who. The only people who were 60 on the server were GMs. I didn't spend very long there because if you're a media level GM, for whatever reason, you don't have access to the commands to make you unable to be whispered at or searchable in who. So I had people whisper me, be like, oh my god, how'd you get 60 already? But I was curious on the day I took this. This was this last Monday, I think. So the server's only like 4 days old. This is a level 58 mage, all the way up in Tyr's hand, who you can, if you look closely, this is a bunch of dead, non-elite, scarlet miners, I think. This is up in, not Tyr's hand, Hearthglen, where I found this person. And this is them. They bring their own tent. And I think all this person was doing to level up in the most sweaty and unfun way to play the game. I'm not going to yuck your yum, but this doesn't seem that entertaining. Was just continually AoE grinding these mobs. And that is how this person was going to get 60. I think there already has been, at the time I took this picture, I think there already was 1 or 2 60s already. But I saw this and I had to laugh. I'm like, damn, do people know they can still have fun in the game? That's how Pink Lips is. Pink Lips is a AoE farming believer. I'm not gonna say it's not fun, but part of the fun is how effective it is. At least for me, when I've done it on my mage. If it was less effective, would it still be as fun, Pink? That's the real question. If it wasn't as effective, would people still do it? If it didn't give as much gold or XP, would people still do it? Would it still be as fun? Yeah, see, exactly. That's what always it comes down to. It's like, no one does it purely because it's fun. They do it because it's efficient. So, just as a reminder, it's fine to play the game however you want, but oftentimes people, in especially older games, they will make something so efficient as to no longer make it fun. AoE farming or leveling is engaging, but it's done because it's efficient. It's one of those weird worlds where like the efficient thing to do is also the fun thing to do. You know, I think some people were talking about gold sinks at some point in Discord earlier this week, and I was actually chatting with Zas. As anyone knows who Zas is, can be a bit difficult to talk to at times, but I actually did find myself agreeing with them about how gold is handled. The fact that one person AoE can make much more gold than classes that can't AoE. And that, in general, the most engaging way, in their view, and perhaps mine, to make gold is to make group content give more gold. And I think that's fair, because, you know, there's a reason why when people do lasher farms, they do them solo. It's because you get 100% of the profits, right? But there are some dungeons, smaller raids that can be done with a smaller group and can be profitable. But you need to be well geared and probably communicate. So I'm glad people are noting that the fish hooks aren't melting in the lava. Sorry, Cass. Cass says, if they make me play this MMO with other people, I might lose my mind. Sarcasm. Yeah. Why is this social game so social? You know, B101, you kind of hit the nail on the head. That's something that I've seen many times over. Like, think about, I know not everyone here maybe has done Naxxramas progression or finished it even. But if you have been there and you have been in late and you're clearing KT, you know, KT's on farm. For a lot of people, when you're getting your absolute best gear, the reward for doing that content, it starts hitting less, right? It's a little bit like the AoE thing. It's like, well, if it's not as effective, why would I still do it? And that's one of those times when I think it's always important for people to try to remember why they play the game. And I think raids are a good setting to sort of bring it out, is that you might have self-interest in mind, like for your character, but hopefully the group of people you do it with are enough of the attraction, are enough of the enjoyment. Because if they're not, you'll do what many other raiders have done. Perhaps when they get to that gear level, they're like, oh, snap. I got everything that I can possibly get. I'm done. And that doesn't... it kind of stinks from staffing a raid point of view. I can understand it too from the point of view of like, well, I've, you know, quote unquote beat the game. Everything else at this point is just looking at the credits. And so that's where sometimes I feel like people play the game for different reasons. And in general, that's why I also think Turtle WoW has lasted so long. Is because it's not simply getting gear. At least for someone like me. I can get the gear, sure. And it's fun to struggle and try and push new things. That's fine. But there are other things going on, and in an RP world, really the sky's the limit. Especially with a GM team that will support you in those role-playing things you want to do. That to me is actually one of the reasons why, like, you know, if I had to have like my personal opinion of like what characters should do after meeting all their gear goals, is okay. Go back, write a gear story, write a backstory. Go get a good transmog to match your backstory. Go interact with role players. You know, the character doesn't have to die just because they got all their gear. They could become a farming toon too if you have other characters you play with. What you end up finding is that the reason games like WoW last so long is because of the social ties you make. You know, I really like Blackwing Guard. I think in well, some of our raids we do DKP. I think most of them we do. I have, at least for Blackwing Lair, I have done so many Blackwing Lairs with Blackwing Guard. I have absolutely nothing to gain from Blackwing Lair on either Vrograg or Obomswin. Like, I have nothing to get. I just kind of like doing Blackwing Lair because it's simple enough that I can kind of relax. I get to hang out with my raid group, you know? And there's also new people that are coming through that are starting to gear up, so it's also good to kind of get to know them. So, yeah, like, I just kind of accepted that, like, if you have fun people to be around while you're raiding, that's enough of a thing itself. So, I don't know. I'm kind of waxing poetic about why people play the game, right? Sorry. What about tier 2 shoulders? I got those. I got those B101. It did take a while. They were slipping out of my fingers. Waxing your what? Oh, man. It was funny how long it... for anyone curious, too, the Rogue Tier 2 shoulders... let me see if I can bring them up on Atlas Loot here. By the way, Lexi, I think, did work on this. Yes? Yeah. Lexi did a update for all the new gear. It's all in the new Atlas Loot. If you're curious and want to look up stuff, see, you can look at the loot tables. But look, you'll see stuff like Emerald Sanctum. See? That's listed. So it has all the custom content and all the loot tables. It's all here. And it's laid out very nicely. So if you ever see Lexi in game or doing anything in Discord, like, say thank you. This is amazing. Where was I? Blackwing Lair. Let's go over to Chromag. Chromag drops all of the shoulders. Let's look at the Bloodfang Spaulders. So when you look at this, you might be going, okay, well these are all right. There's actually things that probably do better damage even at this gear level. But you know what I see? I see one dodge. I see one dodge. And one dodge with 25 agility, if your goal is to be a character with as much avoidance as possible, these are really good. These are, I think even now, these are still the BIS rogue tank shoulders. There might be something that has more dodge. It's close, but it's crazy how close it is. Anyway, so back when I was still trying to get as good of a tank gear as I could, I was still going to BWL, just waiting for those shoulders to drop, and they never did. I did bid a lot of them. Yeah, and I still had DKP to burn too. Quest said Tier 1 and Tier 2 rogue gear may be losing its dodge. Yeah, well, man, that's so sad. I mean, not only did they nerf Flourish into the dirt, but they want to make sure there's absolutely no way for rogues to get to avoidance cap again. Unless it's evasion. That's sad. I mean, so anyone who sees Omega Whale in YouTube chat, that is Balake, beloved GitHub contributor and knower of, I don't know, I still don't know your coding expertise, but it seems like you have some. Because sometimes when you make suggestions on the GitHub, you'll just like literally give the code. It's like, here's the fix. You'll literally like just cut and paste the code. I'm like, oh, well, that makes it easy. Yes. People like you, Balake, make the server a better place. Not because your opinions are always right, but because someone with your set of skills helps make the developer's job easier, and you can act as a liaison for players who don't understand why something's happening. You can literally go up to them and be like, well, for instance, after 1.17, I was using... I was in Nax, and I was using the Greater Nature Protection Potion, which you need for certain fights, like Thaddeus. The icon for Greater Nature Protection Potion, regular Nature Protection Potion, and the new Elixir of Greater Nature Power is the same. And for some reason, a reason that Balake explained, and I barely understood, if they had the same icon for the buff, they would not stack. And in this particular case, they would remove each other too. So I was all consumed up as an elemental shaman, ready to attack Thaddeus. We were getting ready. I drank my Greater Nature Protection Potion. I double-checked to make sure all my consumes were on. And I go, oh, looks like my nature power fell off. I'll just drink another one of those. And now my potion's on cooldown, and I see that I don't have the nature protection on anymore. And I'm like, oh no. And that's when I made that discovery. And this is something that I think you, Block A, I think you had actually mentioned this earlier. You're like, yeah, when they roll this out, it's probably not going to work. And then when I reported that it wasn't working, you're like, yeah, I'm not surprised. It's like, oh, how does he know so much? What are your secrets? No coding expertise, actually. I'm just a layman who reads VMango's code. I'm a med student, but VMango's is very easy to understand once you read through it. Is that true? We find out that he's like, oh boy, I'm gonna date myself, but here we go. Does anyone remember the mid 90s? I think it was mid or late 90s show called The Pretender. I don't remember which. It was definitely a broadcast show. The story followed this guy who was like super smart, and the reason he's called The Pretender is that he knew so much he could just walk into places and just do their job. Okay, thank you. And one of those things he would do is like he would just be like an actual doctor, you know, and he would like it was a while ago, but I think he would like, go to places that people like needed him or something. It was kind of like low-tech Quantum Leap, which just mentioning that dates myself even worse, but there you go. It helps that it's actually written in French, not English, and no way! VMangos is actually written in French? I had no idea. Yes, Shalendrian, the show The Pretender was based on that, I think, either that guy or someone very like him. I didn't know that. Well, I didn't know. We're talking. Yeah, we're talking French. Okay, so I studied a tiny bit of French in middle school. I live in a region that has a lot of Quebecois because I am just south of Quebec. So there's a lot of French Canadian families, and extended families will come in. So some signage actually has French, even to this day. Yes, Psychotronic. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that other than I'm not in charge of that, and I can only report what they tell me. I will say that their reasoning for not having it done yet, perfectly logical. I think that much like putting a deadline on something and then not having it be done upsets people more than saying we plan to do it and not give a date. I think the misstep here was to say they were going to do something by a certain date and then have not done it, because that has bent a lot of people out of shape. If you ever want a reason why they rarely, if ever, give dates on when they're going to do something, it's exactly because of, and I'm not calling you out, Psychotronic. Your feelings are completely justified, but because of people like Psychotronic who are like, this hasn't happened yet. You said it would happen. Why would you say it was going to happen if you're not going to do it? Because, and you know, getting to talk to people behind the scenes, you know, there were a lot of complications that they say they were not expecting. The transfers did not go as smoothly as expected. Their Southeast Asia servers filled up way too quickly. And now they're on different clients, so they can't do that either. But the most recent thing to come out, because they mentioned it again in announcements, is that they plan to drop Hanzi support once the Southeast Asia servers are on the same client, because I think they're behind, because they have to localize it. Once they're on the same client, though, that should make transferring a little bit smoother. No. Oh boy, my cat's right behind me. Tell me, guys, if you can hear him meow. Yeah. Dragonovi, I don't know if you can speak to this, but I feel like my coverage of what's been going on, I feel like I've been pretty fair to the team, because I don't even know all the details. You probably don't even know all the details, but it has been generally way different than it probably was first planned out. Oh, yep. Yeah, sure, Block. I did not get Gut Ripper. I came with Gut Ripper. There we go. This is what I've gotten. Old Skulls, I'm up to 97. 42 pieces of coal and 7 Essence of Fire. That is what I've gotten so far. Oh, sorry. Someone, I couldn't tell. I think the last time I streamed, I couldn't tell if someone was making fun of me or if they were saying I was based, because I never remind people to do super chats or to subscribe. But I realized that in my overlay, I still have a thing there. Is it? Turn off studio mode. Yeah. I think it was Baconator. No, or it might have been. Yeah, I think it was Baconator who was in my YouTube chat 2 weeks ago, and was saying Vrograg facecam when, and I made the so yeah, if anyone wants to super chat, if you ever want to see Vrograg's real face, that I've decided that is my donation goal. If I reach the donation goal, I will get a face cam. It's gonna be a $50 one, so it's not gonna be crazy good, but you know. Yeah, Cass, I felt the same way too. I'm surprised we're not getting Elemental Fire. I would love Heart of Fire, cause I just got it like that. Look at that. This is a great recipe, by the way. If you're willing to grind up the Thorium Brotherhood to get it, taking one of these and making 3 of these, and it's a 10-minute cooldown, it's usually just money in your pocket. I'm surprised there are no species of fish that live in the lava. There should be some... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Balake, exactly. I'm saying if we all fish here, we might find a secret. That's Javaris. That's not a... What kind of level spread we got here? We got other than Schlendrian, we're all pretty high level, it looks like. I don't know if there's any adventures we might want to go on. I've been having fun having little adventures. The last one, I think we walked from Elwyn Forest down to Duskwood, and we went on a romp through the graveyard where I believe it was Speeds who showed me if there's a cut through between the 2 underground areas. That was cool. B101, you say exactly what everyone's thinking. There should be fire fins in here, right? Chris, I have bad news for you. If you're not an orc IRL, I'll be so upset. I don't want to make you upset. I might have to change the donation goal. I'm going to change it to like $200. And I have to get face makeup and prosthetics just so I don't make Chris sad. I don't know if anyone actually, you know what, this might be a good opportunity. I'm going to start a poll right now. Do you play any tabletop RPGs? I'm going to start a poll here. The poll will just be, do you play any tabletop RPGs? I just want to get a feel for where the people who watch my stream are they at all aware of them? Do they play them? Part of that's because I have some fun stories to share from last weekend when I went to that gaming con and I played Pathfinder for 30 hours over 3 days. But I would I don't know if it's completely out of left field, you know? That's true, Riddle. I probably should have put another option. You don't know them because you have no friends. I'm sorry, Riddle. All right. I will finish the poll. Does that publish it? I think yep, there it is. So a slight majority of the people that responded said no. So I'm Dragonovi, I don't want to disappoint you too. Oh no. Nice Balake. I'm gonna be right back. My cat's getting very, very sad, and I think everyone would be okay if I fed a cat. I'll BRB. No, I don't click on it. There it is. All right, be right back. Thank you, everyone. On behalf of, I believe my cat actually, my cat Mandalore does have something to say to all of you. And it was meow, meow, and then proceeded to stuff his face with dry cat food. I think he was trying to say thank you. Wow. I see some people are posting their fishing stats. Garthul, 130 Old Skull, 44 Coal, 7 Essence of Fire. I'm at 99 Old Skull, 42 Coal, and 9 Essence of Fire. So I've been slightly more lucky, it looks like. Yeah, I'm sorry about starving the poor cat, Dragonovi. So, the reason I was asking about tabletop is in some respects there is some overlap from my observations. And remember, I went to like a gaming convention. There were a lot of people there. You know, I was secretly I was hoping. I don't know how I was like, oh my god, what if someone's here who like knows about and plays on Turtle WoW? Should I hide my identity? Doxing's a serious thing in the world of private servers, more so for the developers. Anyway, there's usually a good amount of awareness from tabletop role players who have probably dabbled or know about WoW, much in the same way that many people that play WoW know about or have dabbled a little bit with tabletop role-playing games. Yes, that's a good point, Drew. Good thing that won't affect me. Anyway, sorry. That was an aside. A slightly inappropriate aside. So, Pathfinder, just to give some people some background, Pathfinder is sort of set in a Dungeons and Dragons-like world. Many of the common fantasy races are involved. They came out, Pathfinder did anyway, came out with a new class that I wanted to try out in an organized play, because organized play is like you're kind of playing with a lot of strangers, so there's like formal rules and stuff. But I wanted to give this new class a little spin. They're called the kineticist. But probably the closest thing in like media people would know about to compare them to is they're a little bit like you know, the elemental benders from like The Last Airbender. However, there are 6 elements in the Pathfinder system. The 4 ones that you probably assume, the ones that shamans have, and then there's like metal and wood. I think that's the Chinese version of it. Yeah, I think that's what that's used from. Anyway, that stuff doesn't really particularly matter. What does matter is when I was thinking about what kind of character I was going to make, I was thinking about how I was going to miss Nax that weekend. I'm like, man, I really want to play my elemental shaman. So I designed a you can't play as full orc without like special things, but I played as a half orc, and I'm like, oh man, I wonder. You don't do a ton of role playing at society play necessarily. A lot of it's combat, but I was like, oh man, what should I do here for like what kind of like concept? I'm like, well, I'm gonna do this kineticist thing, and you know, they don't have a shaman class in Pathfinder, so why don't I just make like a World of Warcraft shaman, and I'll just like be an orc. And then I made it, and I'm like, what should I name them? And then I just decided just to see what would happen, and I named my kineticist, who I designed after a World of Warcraft shaman. I named them Thrall, son of Duratan. And it was fun because I could use that. I could immediately know who knew stuff about WoW by using that name. The reason I bring this up, though, I know this has been a long walk. Thank you for staying with me. Was I enjoy a little bit of voice acting. Now, I'm not a professional, right? I'm not like the guys on the Turtle WoW radio who like really know what they're doing. But usually when I'm role playing, when I'm at a table, I like to have a voice. And it also helps for people like myself to know if a person is, whatever they're saying, if they're currently role playing or if they're talking about something that's like metagame. So I was like, all right, well, I'll try doing an orc voice. And I don't know. I don't know if people are ready to hear me attempt to do an orc voice, but there were witnesses. I also watched a YouTube video. It literally was how to sound like an orc. Not an orc with a K for anyone who's in Warhammer 40k land. I think they just said orc, just general. I can't really muster that good of a Cockney accent anyway. And evidently, the secret is to you lower your jaws so it sounds like you're talking over your mouth the whole time, and then you have to like talk deep in your throat like this. And I was thinking, I'm like, wait, if I could do that, could I ever do that for a broadcast? Could I ever do that for the news? I'm gonna be honest, after role-playing that weekend, I lost my voice so quickly. I think I need more practice. But I want everyone to know that I do secretly have an orc voice I'm working on. Pinkliff says, I think an orc is taking over your stream. You know what? If I ever wanted to like bait people into donating to me, I think the move is to make like a donation thing where like if you do like a super chat, I have to read whatever sentence you put in the super chat as an orc. Do you guys think that would work? Do you think I could get some oil princes in here to make me like read like an act of Shakespeare as an orc? Just for tons of money. Wouldn't that be awesome? Imagine. Yeah, yes, Cass. Yes. Something ain't doing? I can't get my voice low enough. I think it's not controversial to say. I think when they do voices for Warcraft, like, you know, like retail, they gotta put post-processing on it. They gotta do something to make it more deep, you know? me not that kind of orc. I'm not any kind of orc. The sad thing is, oh, okay. That's good to know, Drew. Maybe I will. There's one voice I can do very quickly that I don't do often, and it's Murrock did come home, and she might hear this, but she gets, I think when I do it too long, she gets annoyed by it. It's a gnome voice. Hold on. If you don't like gnome voices, like, maybe go get a drink.
Hello, everyone. This is Vrograg Fishslayer, broadcasting to you live from the lava pits of Blackrock Mountain.
I can sustain that voice. But I don't think people like that voice very much. Yeah, exactly. I could go higher, B101. I could. But the higher and more nasally I go, the more people want to stab me. I don't need that heat. I say as I unironically fish into lava. Cass says Ogrim is my war chief. Is that because he did a bunch of stuff in retail? Didn't he become like a bad guy? Or am I'm thinking Garrosh. Yeah. Well, that's exactly it, B101. The reason I also like doing voices is exactly that reason. And that's actually also why I like tabletops. Is because once I have a voice, I can way more easily get like immersed, and I can much more easily do roleplay. So it's one of the reasons why I like having a voice for a character. I'm like, I have a slightly higher pitched voice. It's not not as nasally as the gnome one. But I do that one for a halfling summoner I play in a campaign that Murag runs. And I'm not joking, like, the second I have that voice on, I'm way more into the character. Oh, really, Matt? Oh, that's great. We had, just this last week, one of my personal friends, I can say that because I've met them. I've met her, Zevra. We used to play with Classic together. She works for NASA now, no big deal. But Zevra was able to come to a BWL this last week. She likes doing dramatic readings of the roleplay text that Nefarian does before you fight him. Which was rudely interrupted. I'll say. I won't name names. That person knows who they are. And they know exactly how I feel about that. I'll simp all I like. Thank you very much. Channel, who are you simping for? Garrosh. Listen, I'm turtle pilled, okay? Is that what the Zoomers would say? I'm turtle pilled? But where is Garrosh right now in Turtle WoW? Does anyone know? Where are they at? Pink, be nice. Oh wait, no, you're being nice. Okay. You gotta be careful, Pink Lips. You never know. He's in Outland? Oh, okay. All right. So doesn't exist. The only like evil guys we have in any, well, nah, I think even for the Forsaken, it's a bit nuanced. Not all of them are mustache twirling villains, but I think every faction has their fair share of bad guys that aren't just raid bosses. Schlendrian, what does that mean? There's a bit of Outlands under the Dead Mines? Pink Lips, just because you start killing people, you can't say it's because the Ashbringer has taken you over. You can't just do that. And you totally will, but if you bug out Dead Mines, you can find old Emerald Dream. Yes. That's true. I have been to Old Emerald Dream, but I did it as a GM and I did it as on accident. I was on the PTR. There's like a command when you're a GM. You can like teleport to places, but you have to like know the exact name to type in. And I was like, oh, I'll go to Emerald Sanctum, and I did like teleport. I did Emerald, and it put me there. I'm like, well, it doesn't look like they really finished the raid. They haven't done anything with this area. Let's see. Anyone else new who's dropped by? Someone waved, so I thought someone might be new here. Dr. Zombo. By the way, Dr. Zombo, that is a great name. I don't know if anyone's ever told you that. That's a fantastic name. Oh, I do need to disclose something. I want everyone to thank. Hold on, let me get my mailbox out here. Don't worry about all this. Don't worry about all that stuff. Hey Ho, see this right here? Hey Ho, who's fishing right across the way, sent me something, and I want everyone who's here to thank them. They sent me. Where is it? They sent me the snow frog. Where's the snow frog? Oh, look at this little guy. That's a snow frog right there. Yep. Hey Ho sent me that in the mail. Everyone give a little wave. Thanks, Hey Ho. Appreciate that. I still don't know where the snow frog comes from. But now I'm one step closer to getting the Lord of the Frogs. Who, by the way, wait, do you have Lord of the Frogs? Or is that, no, Speed's got Lord of the Frogs. I think that's what it was. That's the only person I know with it, I think. This is your favorite pet? What is your favorite pet? The snow frog? Or are you talking about Pink Lips? Oh, Midnight? Oh, the cat. Right, right. That's the one you get from Karazhan Crypts, is it? Pink Lips, you say that, but only one of us has 4 legs right now. And it's you. Yes. Yeah, I think Murog's been trying to farm for that too. Big Lips, I don't... Look at the gear I'm wearing. Look what I'm wearing. What do you... I'm not even... I don't even have a sword on. I got nothing to prove to you. You'd clap me even if... I mean, I'll flag up, but it's just going to be to sap you forever. And that's not fun for you. No one wants that. I just want to fish. Pink Lips always wants to fight. Yes, Schlendrian. I am the newsman. I have to remain neutral. Do you know what will happen if I start killing Alliance too much? They're going to take away my diplomatic papers, which used to be a thing in the game. Can I choose a champion, Pink Lips? Who wants to kill Pink Lips? I mean duel. I said duel, right? I said duel. Also, I gotta be careful too. Not that there's like... Not that I'm like Asmon or something. But flagging in a world where I cannot be flagged is probably good in case there's anyone who ever wants to grief me. They could very easily do it. Did anyone just see that spider? Creepy. I see Riddle of Lightning saying something that will only confuse me. Centaurs are cows. Okay. Guys, if Rograb becomes Lord of the Frogs, what kind of powers will he gain? I think it's just a title, but I would love power. I would like the power to make money and have this be my job. That would be my most desired power. And no, Riddle, frogs aren't fish. They're amphibians, which means they live a majority of they live part of their life aquatic and then they can live the other part on land. But they also have gills and lungs. And I think they also have to go through a metamorphosis, right? Because like they start as eggs and tadpoles and then they like become frogs. If frogs aren't fish, then why do they breathe air like what? Right, I think you are actually going to make me like go cross-eyed. So the life aquatic was about a frog. Yeah, you could say that. Can we put fishing bot on lava? No, you should never use a fishing bot because that's cheating. That's not nice. That will prevent me from cashing in on my 9 Essence of Fire I gathered. But it's been 2 hours, and usually I like to do some sort of an adventure or a walkabout. Now where we are right now, we are right here. Okay, so to the south we have Burning Steps, and then to the north we have Searing Gorge. We also have some instances, but I don't really think we can. We don't have a raid, and we have too many for a dungeon. I'm open to ideas onto where we can have a walkabout to, though. Cass, that's a good question, by the way. I don't know. There really should be. Oh, see, look, that's how you know it's 2 hours, because the bell rang. Walk to the Blackwing Guard Guild base. Oh, yeah. You know what? Maybe we could have some fights in the pit. Would anyone like to see some fights in the pit? I know I sure as heck would. Okay. Everyone, I'm going to drop a horde bank. If there's an alliance person that could drop a bank, if anyone needs it, I'm going to be changing into my don't kill me gear. I will... I guess I'll go my sword DP. Even though I'm still on my tank spec, I'll go with my classic tier 3 and all that stuff. Let's all gather up here. We'll walk out of Blackrock Mountain. We're going to be going to the south. If there's anyone who can heal, see about healing Heiho and Garthul as they come over, because they're on the island. I don't have a healing tune. Also, I don't know how Heiho is running into lava, not getting hurt. Quick, keep Garthul. Actually, Garthul's not taking any damage. Oh, there it is. Yeah, does anyone have a group started? Let's get a group started. Anyone in my guild who invites me, I'll auto-invite. Oh, did Heiho make it over? Wait, I didn't... Did anyone start a group? If not, I can start one. I'm gonna start one. Because I don't hear anyone speaking up. Okay. I'm immediately changing this to a raid. To raid. Yeah, I'm promoting you. Pink. I'll get you in group 2. Pink, you also have assistant. Invite away. Let's get everyone in. Invite. Heiho, let's get you in. Mighty Max is not in. Let's get you. Kandros, nice, in case we need a tank. You never know. Dr. Zombo. Doctor. Okay. Let's see. Heiho. I think everyone here is good. If you... Oh, Braxis. Let's get you in too. Oh, already in a group? Okay. Alright, if anyone wants to get in the group, you can whisper myself, Garthul or Pink Lips. Garthul or Pink Lips will probably get to you quicker, in case I'm talking. Everyone get your RP walk speed ready, because we walking. We walking. Does anyone know why exactly they have this chunk of earth chained up like this? Also, we do have a level 29 with us. I will charge anyone who is higher level, just keep an eye on Schlendrian. Try to keep mobs off of them. They'll get clapped real quick. Oh, okay. So it's because it's a dwarf tomb? I mean, I've heard of some pretty ornate mausoleums and graves, but this is pretty... It's a bit much, no? How important was the dwarf that's interred here? Because I don't know who it is. Schlendrian, that's a good idea. Trying to snag a flight point. Realize, though, the second we get up, we're going to be heading kind of south. To get the flight point in Burning Steppe, you're going to be heading due east, so good luck. What do you know? AF, I'll tell you what I know about the city of Petra. It is a wonderful wonder to get in Civilization 5 if you have a lot of desert tiles. That's what I know about Petra. I also know it's a real place. Well, that is the extent of what I know about Petra. I hope that helps. Is this... I think this is out, right? Yeah, I think this is out. Ah, okay. Well, Godspeed to you, Schlendrian. If you... which way's out? Oh, there's out. Okay. Unfortunately, we are on the north side, so we gotta walk around. But that's all good. Is there a dragon still flapping up there? Yep. Does anyone wish that those dragons would occasionally like become mobs you could fight? Just to terrorize a little bit. Just to let people know what's up. Yeah, that would be fun. Exactly, Lightborn. Just like rares every now and then. Also, I'm curious, since we're done lava fishing, I got 111 skulls, 50 coal, and 9 essence of fire. I feel like I did pretty well. Oh yeah, that would work too, hey-ho. Just like, yeah, like, every now and then you just get like a pot shot from like a dragon you can't fight because they're flying. I had level 1 fishing, so... I'm sorry, Lightborn. I mean... I feel like I do a good job of letting people know part of what we do is fishing here. So that might be on you. But I'm glad you came out here even though you couldn't fish. Oh, you learned it on the way here. Fishing... I mean, I only like fishing because it's... Well, for one, it's relaxing. And unless you're, like, trying to, like, go for pools, it's never really going to be that competitive. You know? It's just a nice, steady, reliable thing you can do. I only have 20 reps exalted. Is that casual? I do not have that many. I can see where you spend your time, though. It's certainly not fishing. It's on getting reps. I wonder what reps I have exalted. I have Brood of Nozdormu, Cenarian Circle, and Argent Dawn. And Zandalar Tribe. So I have all the raid ones. To be fair, there's not many... You know, we talked about this before, how, like, a lot of times having gear rewards makes things much more appealing to do. A lot of the rep grinds are pretty bad. I don't think that's controversial to say. Raghammer needs to be buffed. Oh, sorry, that's someone in guild chat saying that. Yeah, that's probably true as well. Oh, that's true. There are the battleground factions, Lightborn. By the way, I will admit that's you got it going on. That's a pretty good transmog you got. Oh, everyone wave hi to APOC. APOC is a rogue tank friend. We're gonna mount up once we get outside. Get out your mount for the day. We will still be going at the same speed, of course, but I feel like it's somehow more intimidating when there's just like a crew of people that ride by you. Also, it's part of a transmog, right? Because, like, look, right here, Lightborn's outfit matches their mount. That's a level and attention to detail you don't see very often. What mount is that? That's a Scarlet Charger? How do you get that? Does anyone know? Pink Lip says waste of money mounts. Oh, right, you got the Hygel one. Pink Lips was deep in the sauce on the Bright Dream Shard farm. Oh, okay. Yeah, the one I'm riding actually is a store mount. Also, it not only does it match my outfit, but it's not even one of the more expensive ones. I don't like how the barding looks on a lot of the wargs that orcs can get, so I just wanted like a really basic one. So I think if you look, like, my only mounts are the large timber wolf, which is also dark, the black wolf, and then the riding turtle. The rest are raid mounts. Also this one, I guess, but you know, I guess you had to be there. I like riding that one around when I'm hanging out with new guildies, so I can impress upon them exactly how awesome I am. The fish... Oh, okay. Riddle of Lightning says, I can't believe it, the fish slayer fishes. Yes, it's true. Got revered with Revan Dust for the gear reward. Good for fresh telebim. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So we want to keep heading south here. Oh, never mind. I know why. I think Brigorn just saw that rich thorium vein and went running. We may have to fight our way through a couple dragons. If you're looking at my screen, we're going to be heading right for this pass right here. I'm pretty sure with a group this big, we can handle a couple elite dragons, though. Yes, Brigorn, times are hard. Times are hard. People need that arcane crystal. Less so nowadays, but... Oh, yeah, I'll get you, Apoc. Oh, wait. You're two Ks. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna... That's gonna be pulled by someone, I'm sure. I'll do my rogue thing. Oh, geez. Fishing still keybound to 1. Whoops. I can tell you how many times that's happened to me. Do we have more enemies on the way? Wow, the way is pretty clear, actually. We'll walk from here if at least I will, just because, you know, if we were RPing, that might be a pretty steep thing for a four-legged mount to deal with. Also, sorry, Canoe, being inside you. Phrasing. So yeah, if anyone, I mean, a lot of people here either know about Blackwing Guard or are in Blackwing Guard, so much of this won't be a surprise to anyone, but we're going up to the Blackwing Guard base. Ni-Uwu? That's how the name's supposed to be pronounced? Okay. I will try to remember that, but I will get it wrong. So any ideas why there's no free action potion on Hand of Rag? Are the devs playing on buffing H-ish free action? I'm sorry. I only have one legendary. I don't know about the other legendaries. What's this? Oh, okay. I'm like free action potion. What? I couldn't say. Yeah, AT-ish has feral attack power though. Dragonovi was in here. Would have been the perfect person to ask. I don't think the what's that called? The Hand of Sulphurous? Hand of Rag, thank you. Is anything. I think that was before they even put feral attack power on anything, right? So okay, Murag, we are both right. It's called Sulphurous Hand of Rag. Much like my offhand is called Iblis, Blade of the something Seraph? The Fallen Seraph. Okay. Yep. A lot of people come to the Blackwing Guard base for respite, of course, because it's a nice place. It's well guarded by Boy, I don't know how we in lore explain this, that we have Black Dragonkin guard in our spot, but anyone curious about the lore, the Blackwing Guard is dedicated to finding a way to remove the corruption from black dragons. Many rumors abound that we may or may not be funded by the Red Dragonflight, because we have a Red Dragonflight emissary right here with Mushu. I cannot confirm or deny any of those rumors. Bowfine. This is inter guild. Bowfine. Does Bowfine know I'm streaming? Bowfine, be nice. All right, so we're gonna go up to the Pit of Death, where you guys can fight like normal people. Everyone can follow me. You just want to go past the outhouse into the pit. One thing you need to know about the Pit of Death, when you go in there, I think you're permanently in there. So since we don't have warlocks, just keep that in mind. However, it makes for a very entertaining place to watch people fight. You'll see what I mean. I think we have to go up this way and then we cross over. I think that might be too steep. Inflicts the will of Ashbringer upon the wielder. Is that a buff that's always on you when you're wielding it, Pink? That's cool. Alright, then we're going to go up a little bit and cut over again. Yeah, I know it's a... Yep. Yeah, we're gonna... I just want people to know the safe-ish way to get over there. Because this can be a little janky, this way to get over. Here is the gallery, where we can watch the fight happen in the pit. The pit is vanilla. Did they ever make the benches face the right way? I don't know. You can, so this is the gallery. Yep, they made it face the right way. Initially, they faced the wrong way. So anyone who enters the pit can just fight. Pink Lips is already in there. Pink Lips, do you want to do... I see, they want to fight to the death. All right. If you're a Reser, if we can have like a Horde and a Alliance Reser stay up top, that would be helpful. It still might be difficult. If you're gonna die, try to die closer to the benches, because if you die like over there, you're I don't think you can come back up. Or conversely, we can just watch Pink suffer because they're all alone. They can't. I could start shooting arrows at Pink. Do you know what some things that paladins don't have? They don't have any range. What's hand of justice is like 15 meters? I could be wrong. Sorry. Wasn't that a saved black whelp? No, the whelp you saw is a red whelp. It's always been a red whelp.
We do have black whelps that we save.
Yeah, we do have black whelps that are here though, but Mushu has always been red. Yeah. I mean, honestly, all you have to do is just keep a paladin out of your range. What are they gonna do? A matchup solved. Yeah, Pink, can you get it? Can you try to get up? I wonder if you can. I don't think you can though, right? Sorry, I'm also maybe trying to shoot you with an arrow. Yeah, yep. Yeah, yeah, we probably would need a summoner. Wait, where did Pink go? careful, guys. Pink. Oh, Pink's over there. So yeah, this is the fighting pit.
I can bring my rock.
Oh, could you? Do you have a decent amount of shards or? Okay.
Usually has close to 20.
Murag is going to help. Murag has a warlock. She's gonna bring so we can have people extricate themselves from the pit. We are documenting if we raise some of the black dragons, if they will grow up to be good. That's right, because we don't know what's going to happen. We stole some of their eggs. Rot's down there and is a warlock back at the base. Oh, okay. Who's in control of Rot? I forget. Oh, either way, I'll get Amda over.
Yeah, she's part.
Oh, I did. Wait, did I not spell it right?
AMDA.
Yeah. AMDA. There it is. Okay, we officially have a warlock who can summon. Yeah, Pink, I'll fight you. Give me a second. I don't have any poisons on, so, you know, don't use heal spells. Is that fair? If you don't use heal spells, I won't use poisons. Hold on, let me see. Anything else I could use here? I don't carry all my poisons. All right, I do have poisons. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, no heals, no heal spells. You'll still probably clap me. I am in my tank spec, but all right. I'm not using poisons. You're not using heal spells. Do I need anything else? I'm in a tank spec, so I don't know. I can't dodge holy damage. That's the problem. All right, I'll go in first. I'm pretty sure Pink's gonna win, but all right. I will politely bow. What? I don't need that. I'm not good at PvP. All right. I'll flag when I open up on you, Pink. How's that for fair? I can't kill you. That's the problem. You were too much. I would assume, because here's the thing. You have too much armor. I'm just not going to be able to pierce it all, right? Actually, you know, I'll play this fair. I'll play this fair. I'll flag. Okay. There it is. All right. I could be no screen, no cheating. I could be anywhere, Pink. I could be anywhere. Oh, what am I? It's a cheap shot, right? That's the one I'm supposed to do. All right, do cheap shot. Boom. There's cheap shot. Okay. What do I do next? I do kidney shot. Is that good? Was that right? And then, do I blind? Is that the one I'm supposed to do? I get all my energy back, right? And I pop this, and I pop this, and then I go whammo, kablamo. How did you get health? Oh, you potted, didn't you? Oh, there we go. And now it's time to die. There, I can hold on. Holy crap, I won! Did you guys see that? All it took was a Thunder Fury and a bunch of tier 3 and all my cooldowns. And I needed Pink not to heal. Oh, yeah. GG's. Hold on. I might be able to res you. If we have an alliance reser that can maybe grab him. Or you can walk too. Garth, do you want a duel? I could duel you if you want. I'm pretty sure you'll win. Oh yeah, Pink is advising people not to release. Bree Gorn, can you reach Pink Lips from up there?
I think pink
Oh, okay, okay. I'm not in the raid, so can someone invite? There. Oh, okay, yeah, they can't reach you, Pink. And I need an invite to the raid if someone else is gonna fight. But right now, I'll take someone. My evasion's on cooldown. Now's a good time to fight me. If we're in the same group, we can just duel. If we're on the same faction, I mean. All right, Lightborn. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to drop group because it's illegal for us to fight in a raid, I think. I don't want to, all right. Okay, Lightborn. I'm sneaking. I could be anywhere. You know I'm just gonna open up a cheap shot because that's the only thing I get to do. Wait. Bam. And then another stun. One of these. Oh no, my brainwashing. No, I can't kick your heels. This isn't fun. No. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna die. There it is. All right. Thank you. Oh, Pink, you're gonna res? Nice. Lightborn, well fought. Well fought, sir. Okay. Oh, nice. Yep, I'll, okay. Who else wants to fight in the pit? We can do handicaps. APOC, I know you've done PvP. I know you could absolutely wipe the floor with some people here. Okay, hey-ho. I will cheer you on. I will not interfere. Actually, yeah, let's, I'll run up with Pink Lips so we don't interfere. You're retired? Oh, that's a shame, APOC. I never started, so. Alright, the fight is started. Looks like Hey-Ho is doing a little self-heal, self-love. No damage on Lightborn yet. Okay. Hey-Ho's jumping around a bunch. Has a world buff. Oh my goodness, brought a world buff to a fight. Lightborn, I'd be careful. There's a lot of crit going to be happening, but still just slapping the shaman. Shaman, I don't know what Hey-Ho's spec'd as. Looks like it might be... well, I can tell by their weapon, right? What kind of spec we got here? Non-combatant, just doing camera work, What? Throws the bear of peasant collar at him just to interrupt the spells. Never thought I'd see that move. Yeah, sure, APOC. Yeah, I'll fight you. Let me, you know what? I'll do this. Let's go rogue tank to rogue tank. Just a couple of guys being dudes. Hold on, I have to try to get my set that makes me look like I'm naked. Oh no, where'd they go? I think this might actually be my best avoidance set. Is this a sanctioned event or can I play one? I don't know about sanctioned, but it's definitely something. I think I have a good setup here, right? Oh wait, I should be doing. Yeah, I think this will work, right? Yeah, this is fine. Okay, APOC. No stealth. We're just gonna meet up and fight each other like I said, like guys being bros. I'm gonna bow first though, cause I'm polite. All right, I'll wait for you to bow. All right, I will draw my sword. Let us meet, friend. Thunder Fury, do all my work for me. Flourish! You're on cooldown for 6 more minutes. You know what the real deal breaker is? If you get the first flourish into riposte, you pretty much win this, I think. Energy, energy. We're dodging each other. A lot of dodging's going on right now. A lot of dodging. Wow. Okay. Can I... Oh, okay, they got him. Nice. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Drew Barrymoor's here. Longtime friend of the Vrograg. Who has the cojones to face off against a really strong feral druid? I'll duel a feral druid. I don't know what it's gonna look like. Probably not great. Can APOC or a better rogue tell me what I'm supposed to do against a feral druid? Do I just kiss my butt goodbye? Yeah. Murog's laughing at me, guys. I'll face off against him. Lightborn, I'm going to tell you right now, Drew Barrymoor is a legit customer. Too legit, some should say, to quit. Stealth until they are out of mana and low HP, then gank them. Yep. Now, I remember I talked to Zoomer, who I think is a really good PvP rogue, and they told me there's something you can do against heavily armored targets, but it's really tough to do, and it involves using the slow poison, and you slowly kite them away. That's like a rogue can win every melee if they're willing to do the most cheesy and lame strategy. So it's out there. Yeah, this is I am making this a sanctioned event now. This is we didn't have a Makara tournament in Turtle WoW, so this is the best we're getting. It's like the meme, you know, Mom, can we have McDonald's? And then McDonald's at home, we get this. It's still better, though. Because you can't pay to win. I actually have no idea what the rules were for the Makara. Did anyone else watch that? I think it was a cool concept for an idea, but... you start with bleeding as much as you can and just dodge and kick roots. Oh, okay. It's good to know. Tank set with deadly poisons and heroism trinket. You can outlast most bears. Really? Tank set with deadly poisons. Yeah, deadly poisons would hurt. And heroism trinket. Okay. I had Pink Lips is telling me the Makara was good from a PvP point of view. Who's our next title card? Who's fighting next? Did anyone actually take Drew's invitation to Doom? Okay, we see a fight. Someone is fighting Drew Barrymoor. Okay, we see it. This is a duel between Heiho and Drew. Looks like Searing Totem's just going to keep slapping Drew in the face. Drew just doesn't care. He's a bear. Look, he ran away. Drew knows what to do. Just keep charging at him. Okay. Drew is invisible for you? That, not invisible for me, clearly. Ellie Shaman is OP. Oh, yeah! Isn't Ellie Shaman really good in PvP? I have a bomb swim. I could bring her over, but, I think she's somewhere she needs to be, because I need to get all my Nax consumes. Rod has challenged me to a duel. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. I am in my honorable duel set between me and APOC. I need to put back on the gear that I would need to kill someone. There we go. Okay. Okay, Rod, I'm good if you are. Oh, you're dueling? Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Who is it? Is it Rot and Drew? Oh, yes. Okay. Hey, Drew. Oh, wait. So, if I fight Drew, should I try doing the more rogue tanky and have more evasion, or... I will duel. Yeah. So the more I can avoid your stuff, the better. Okay, we'll try that. Hold on. Let's do this. I can do my patch tank, which is my absolute maximum avoidance. Everything poured into avoidance. So much so that I have a weapon that used to give bonus shadow crit, but they fixed it. So. Okay. By the way, this is my sexy rogue tank outfit. Hope you like it. Look at this. Look how long this took me to make. Don't let him get... Yeah. Wait, Rot challenged me? Okay, well, I'll kill Rot quick. Where's Rot? Rot, where are you? Pickpocket? It's not working. It's not working. Guys, why can't I pickpocket Rot? Rot, let me pickpocket you. You son of a gun! Guys, I think I'm gonna die. Yep. Now I can just slap you a little bit. Okay. Oh, oh wait, was that dot gonna kill me? Hey, Soulfire kinda hurts, huh? Hold on, I gotta get my health back. Oh, I just gave Rot health back. I'm just a nice guy like that. What? Drew, I didn't even finish healing. You big meanie. Just for that? I'll stealth. And let's never find each other. How are we gonna find each other? I mean, Pink Lips is right there. I know I'm on delay, but, I mean, it shouldn't be that bad of a delay, right? Murok? Yeah. Okay, well, let's gentleman's agreement to stop looking for... Oh, I found you. Never mind. No gentleman's agreement. The deal's off. No. Oh, I caught him out of form, everyone! Oh, he didn't stay that way. Oh, I accidentally hit preparation. That's stupid of me. I can't parry his paws. Oh, now I die. Oh, I did disarm you, so that's worth something. It is fun to watch how hard it is for you to hit me, though. Rod says, not sure what that move is that makes you just invincible to everything. Rod, you're memeing right now. Rod, you know what Divine Shield is. Everyone knows what Divine Shield is on the Horde. Alright, do we have anyone else who wants to fight? There's still people up in the gallery that have been watching. I was gonna bubble. Oh, Bregorn? Okay. I will nod. Alright, Bregorn wants the green heat. Bregorn, should probably... I'll fight you in my rogue tank here, it's fine. Okay. Stretches. Okay. We got full RP. I'm not gonna do it, but poisons his blades. I'll get one in. How about that? One mind numbing poison. Vrograg doesn't really roleplay very mean. But all I can think about is taunting the paladin. I will give the bow to let them know that I am ready for combat. Wait. Bregorn. Oh, I was... Okay, never... You're good. Just keep going. I didn't realize I was hitting the wrong person, I think. Yeah, paladins are tough because I take damage every time I hit them, it seems like. And I hit things a lot, so... hold on, do I have that add-on? I don't think I have that one activated. Thank you. Hey ho. Oh, there was a lot of fighting going on. Oh, jeez. I was trying to see if Bregorn was hitting me when I hit Bregorn. It's hard to tell. No, but I apparently got attacked by the Barovs? Interesting. I'm going to change back into my sword spec. I'm sorry, I didn't know it would just devolve into outright fights like this. I hope everyone's still entertained. If anyone has any questions, too. AF says, Paladins are easy, just make them waste mana and use wound poison. Oh, that's right. I have that poison. What? Yeah, it's called. It is called wound poison, right? Yeah, this stuff. And it reduces the healing they get, right? That's a good idea. I'll put that on one of my weapons. I'll put it on this one. How about that? And I'll put this in the main hand. Beautiful. Easy. Alright, sorry. I haven't been paying attention to actual chat. My minions went on the wrong person. It's okay. The disrespect of the throwing knife. Oh no. This was not a fair fight. I challenge you again. Very well then. Yeah, go walk. To the... Oh, jeez. Where did... Oh. Yeah, hey ho, stop hitting Bregorn. Bregorn's fighting me again. He's got to pray. You know how it is. So what I have to remember to do, I have to do the cheap shot into kidney shot, right? That's the important one, and then I do a blind. If they're not dead by then, it's GG for me, right? Is that how that works? Also, if a paladin is a spiky turtle, use daggers and mostly backstab into their back, and I just ambush or backstab. Oh, right. That's what you're supposed to do. Oh, jeez. Okay, here we go. Oh, jeez. Oh, hey, my evasion's back up. Let's look on that. Get my energy back. Alright. Oh, can I vanish? Yeah, now's when I vanish. And then I do this. Bammo! Heh. Wow, you kind of got some cheat codes as a rogue, huh? Oh, dude, and with preparation, you know what, PvPers? I'm starting to think there's something to it. Well fought, Bregorn. I had to use cooldowns on you. You didn't even use your divine shield. Well, I mean, you know, Vrograg RPs, he's a pretty easygoing guy, and he doesn't like fighting. Oh, he doesn't like killing people he can like become friends with. Hey Ho has challenged me to a duel. Okay, Hey Ho, you got it, no problem. You got to use the totem. Oh wait, am I still on RP speed? I am. Okay, use the totem to find me. Yeah, there it is. There's. How? Come back here. Oh man, you use the instant heal. It's pretty much GG now, but yeah. Well, I don't have a vanish, so I'll kill your totems. GG, hey ho. Nice. Oh, yep. I'm all healed up, Thalaria. You're a little lower level than me, so I will take off a trinket and not wear a ring. How about that? Oh, wait, you're a hunter. Never mind. You're a hunter. We're going full power. I hate hunters. They always kite me. It's the worst. Okay, what do you think I should do here, guys? Should I go? Oh, geez. I forgot about that part. Well, it's a pit, so you got nowhere to run. Oh, you are level 57. You tricked me. You actually tricked me. I thought you were dead. I'm sorry. There, I've never seen Fane worked on me, guys. Oh wait, are we dueling? I thought I killed you. You're at 1 health. Are you doing the Fane trick again? Let me just make sure you're real dead this time. Okay. Did the Fane trick work on me twice? Am I that dumb? It actually worked on me twice, didn't it? Oh my god. Pink Lip says you're invisible. I can't see you. Pink, I think you're trying to bait me into a fight, and that's a good way to bait me. Why don't you try and use sap before the fight? That way you'll have a better advantage when actually using it as a sort of premeditation skill if you cheap shot without simple attacks. Well, hold up. Right, but if I mean, I suppose you're right, AF. Yeah. I'll take a little break. I want to see some of the other fights going on. Drew, the bear who does not care. Pretty pissed out of his mind. Fighting Pink, noted PvPer, also relatively bis. Where yeah, PvP we have sort of an issue. That sometimes people are invisible. So you are definitely full of bis though, Drew. Pink though, can you see me? Am I still visible for you? Okay, good. I think when I did Nax this last weekend, or not Nax, did BWL, I spent most of it invisible. Oh, Drew, to be sporting, can you change your glyph to the regular bear? See if that makes a difference. Oh, wow. Even not in bear. Oh, wow. Also, I would love to know how... I keep seeing Hey-Ho walk and move without moving. Interesting. I think I actually even had other topics I wanted to talk about, but I'm just having a blast here. It's T-Mog related. Let me get naked. Oh boy, that sentence is worrying. Yeah, I mean, I don't. The thing that really turns me off from PvP, if I'm, it's not just the imbalance of how the game kind of works. It's that there's a lot of really a real lot of toxic people within the community that have just kind of turned me off from it permanently. I am completely capable of losing and getting my butt handed to me. I can definitely handle that. It's the when you win or lose, you'll get people whispering you, saying really messed up stuff. And I understand for some people that's part of it, and that's fine. But that's part of the culture of it that I don't want to participate in, and I can't put a flag in that says that. And I think you guys know I'm pretty good natured. You know, I usually give people the benefit. You know, if like a paladin like one taps me, you know, and you know, and they want to gloat a little bit, that's fine. But I'm sure I don't have to say everything that those people say for everyone to understand the stuff that matters. So, yeah, and Heyho says, yeah, it comes with the territory. So I think you need maybe you either need a thicker skin for it. I can have a thick skin in small doses, but you know, it wears on me after a while. So that's generally why I don't really like PvP much. I think it's actually really exciting. It's really fun to do as a rogue, of course, because you're always sneaking around, but yeah, that's true, Lightborn. You can do that. You can just ignore people in DMs. But it's a shame because, you know, like, you can make new friends that way. You know, you miss out on part of the good aspects of it, which is kind of a bummer. You know how when you duel, you go GD or GF, but when people are just like, yes. I'm seeing a lot of war stories in Say chat. Oh, Alesso Salter. Oh yeah, Alesso, can I ask you for your shaman UI? Yeah. Oh, I didn't someone ask me for that a long time ago. I think I forgot to give it to them. Yeah. If you guys want to wait just a moment, I could bring. I want to. Oh, wait a minute. That won't... I can't bring Obama Women over. But... does anyone know how to export PFUI setups? Maybe whisper me after stream or something. I can look it up too, but I could try to get that to you, Lesso. Yeah, that would work. Discord would work. Just bug me if it's been like too long and I forget, because I think I forgot to give it to someone. AF, you are absolutely right, by the way. The best kind of PvP is RP PvP. Because, like, when I have Brigorn over here, doing, like, slash kneel and praying to the light before fighting, I feel like I should roleplay, you know? It's that kind of stuff that's great. Yes, Alesso, my Discord is at Frogreg. I got that name. It's awesome. That's why I love the Blacktooth Grin people. I know they are still lurking about. They don't advertise some of the events they do, but I know they're out there. What did something beat a Drew? How did that happen? Who killed you? Oh, was it APOC? Ah, okay. APOC is known a little bit of PvP, I'm pretty sure. It's also one of the things that I like about PvP is that it gives you another reason to have like other gear, you know. I mean, granted, I'm in all tier 3, right? But even I have like I'm fighting like a warrior or gonna be going up against melee. I might want to switch to a bunch of dodge stuff. It can help. Oh, Apoc, you resisted the stomp. That is lucky. Yeah. Apoc is Oh, geez. Pink, be nice. I was sitting. That was a free crit. Now it's time to hunt Pink. Hey ho. Heal me quick. give me some love. Yeah. You don't have to heal me through the fight. But I have to go teach Pink Lips an old lesson about being rude. I hope this lesson works. Wait, what happens with distract? Oh, it just makes him stop, doesn't it? Okay. I need my energy back. Oh, I didn't get my cheap shot off either. This is bad. No. Nope, they got the bub. They got the bub. That's fine though. They might have gotten the bubble. Oh, can they drop consecrate when they're in the bubble? I don't know. Okay, focus up. Okay, and here we go. There it is! Yay! I killed Pink by using all of my cooldowns! Someone res Pink. Yeah, I'm learning. What I'm learning is that paladins are hard to kill. Was I getting healed? Is that true? Hey ho, thank you for helping my ego. Now it's an empty victory. I'm assuming it's Hey ho. Hey ho, who sent me a snow frog. They can do everything in their bubble. I think no, so their attack speed used to be slower. I think they do 50% less damage now flat. That was a way to deal with them doing Divine Strike or whatever out of bubble. Yeah. All right. Let me just go through chat. We're probably gonna wrap up soon. Been at it for about 3 hours. Murog's back from volunteering at the church. I'd probably like to see how it went with her and, like do like husband things. This next week, probably gonna do a story, something about the brainwashing device. Now I remember the other story I want to talk about. It's a little too late to get in the weeds with it, but I do want to say that I have some evidence that some people on the team seem to be getting more paranoid than normal. Like, change, like either getting off of Discord or removing their Discords. It's been interesting. But, that's a story that I need a lot more research to kind of go forward on. There's a lot to talk about, of course, with there's always going to be Market Watch news, right? I think the only other real big story outside of the brainwashing device and kind of getting through that debacle is looking forward to they had the Duratar Labor Union commercial. We'll probably we'll touch on that, talk a little bit about, they teased a little bit more for character customization choices for 1.17.1. So that's kind of like the news preview, I think. Definitely going to Murag. Am I good next Saturday? I'm pretty sure I'm good next Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Is your birthday next Saturday? No.
Yeah, after.
Week after? Okay. I may be doing something different for Murag's birthday, but next weekend I should be good to stream. Yeah, I've been hearing people say stuff about the set previews, but my question is, do they have stats on them or are they just visuals? Because I thought I've only saw visuals. Alessandro. If you know. If not, it's okay. Any news on Syndicate, Stormguard Keep, Kulturas, and Donathalas? I think they've just announced that they're going to be working on them, but Lax Elf, hello, by the way. I didn't notice you were in here. I couldn't find anything about the class changes they were going to do. Are they going to nerf every talent tree for I don't know how you got to that. I think they have the stats. Haven't seen them myself. A guy posted about it in the chat earlier. So they posted. I mean, I was really going through the change logs on Monday. So I didn't see anything new posted about the stats. I know they probably haven't said the set bonuses, but yeah. Yes, Alessandra. Dan from the radio does a lot of work. So he's essentially a team member who is also a professional radio guy. He does a lot of work. So there's composers who do a lot of work too. There's voice actors, but Dan's great. I do have actual like channel news. Channel news. Who likes channel news? I know I do. I talked to Dan yesterday about upgrading my audio setup, actually. The microphone I have is about 7-ish years old. So I'm going to get like a carotid... carotid? No, not carotid. Cardioid mic? Anyway, it's going to be better just isolating my voice. And I'm going to get an actual soundboard rather than having to use a virtual one. So hopefully my audio for both videos and stream will get a little better. And there's going to be that's the only channel news I have. Yeah. What else we got here? What are the skins for the new sets? Did they look TBC gear for it? I don't know. My understanding I don't know about the new sets, but I know for the alternate sets, I think those are going to be recolors to help people know, but people are paranoid about plans. The whole paladin is a pet class of a dev rep. It's built into new players too. You know, I'm sure that can be part of it. And I don't think it's completely unfair to say some of the things they've done for paladins are better than what they've done to their shaman counterparts or other classes in general, right? I think that's fair, but there's also a matter of how easy it is to fix some classes, right? And some of the paladin problems, I think from a design point of view, were easier to fix. Shamans are complicated to fix. I'm sure Garth, who's probably floating around here somewhere, who's quite a shaman aficionado, or hey-ho, would probably agree with me that you could very easily break shaman. It's very easy to do. And yes, APOC. Yes. It is... Rogue itemization is very weird as well. It's a difficult problem That's what I'll say, and it's not something that can be easily remedied and will require testing and is going to have mistakes. It's almost like it's the real vanilla WoW when they kept making mistakes and then the community gave them feedback and they fixed it. It's all part of the process, everyone. Sorry, I see Ayo saying rogues need more spirit on their gear. Yeah, that is exactly what I was thinking. I'm glad someone said it. Thalaria, no. Spell damage rogue is the thing on other private servers. I believe vMango's code doesn't have Shadow Bolt or Frostbolt from the weapon oils get spell coefficient for rogues or whatever. Or however that worked. I've been told no multiple times. I never tested it personally. If you want to test it, go ahead. I know I brought it up a little bit before. Let's see if I still have it. Do I still have it up? I do. Hold on. Scene change. Gotta flex because I'm just excited I did it. Wait, is that? And go to the... No, that's not the right scene. Dang it. There it is. Ah, see? This bad boy right here, I'm actually and unironically bringing that into Nax today on my Elemental Shaman. It actually procs enough to be better on bosses, like fights that are going to take at least a minute. I think it's actually better than Totem of the Storm. I can't speak for enhancement as I didn't test Storm Strike procs, but they really did up the proc rate on this. So this will be interesting to watch. I will report back when I find out more. I use it all the time, get 850 damage procs. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's what I got planned. Gotta do some writing, gotta get ready for Nax, talk to Murog. Yeah. If there is by chance anyone who's been watching stream who isn't subbed, just go sub. If you ever feel like donating to the Facecam Fund to see Vrograg, who may or may not actually be a orc, you can use super chats for that. Outside of that, I don't got much more for you guys. But I'm sure I'll see many of you in game later or next time on stream. Sorry, Schlendarian. That's divided we beg, united we bargain. That's right. Thalaria, I want to say that whisper you gave me, that might actually be genius. Thalaria said, sell it as the cat cam. I think you're onto something. But, yeah. We'll wrap it up for here for now. If you need help getting out, Amda, who's right up top, we might be able to get you in a group, get you summoned up there. Garthul has lead. You can bug Garthul about that. I'd like to thank everyone for stopping by and hanging out. Hope we had fun getting a bunch of old skulls, coal, and a couple essence of fire. That actually was a fun time. But until I see everyone next, take care of yourself. Remember to have fun. It's a game. Remember to have fun, okay? And as always, remember, the deadliest weapon is knowledge.